Hello, Brian Chatham, Ducks Unlimited Regional Agronomist. Talk to you today about cover crops, interseeding cover crops, and soil structure and soil health. The importance of it, what to expect, and just kind of show you some indicators that we look at for soil health when we go into the field and talk to landowners about their soil health. First of all, we want to try to get as much diversity on the landscape as we can. Multi-species cover crops. We recommend cover crops based off of soil samples, Haney and PLFAs. And basically those soil samples tell us what we have in the ground, what's biologically available. We want to try to mimic nature. Biomimicry. Prairie soils are very diverse in both above ground and below ground, and so that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to mimic nature, multi-species within our corn, and the purpose of this is not only soil health, but is to create forage for livestock, which is part of the regenerative ag program. We have multi-species here. We have nitrogen fixers. We have high carbon, and we also have other compaction breakers and everything else. You see here that this daikon radish, it went in probably 3 inches and then it pushed itself out. Well, we've got a hard pan here, and this is part of an ongoing program in this field. We do see an earthworm right there. That's a very good indicator of solid soil health. And we're starting to see some granulation in this soil. Here I'm trying to get to this forage soybean just to see. But look, first shovel full right there, right on top of the ground is an earthworm. Those earthworms are vitally important for many reasons. They help break down plant material and recycle nutrients. But here you can see this soybean, and move that leaf there. I can see some nodulation occurring there on the bottom roots a little bit. So there is some nodulation occurring, and that means that it's putting nitrogen in the soil. Look at all those fibrous roots and see how good the soil is granulating there. We're getting good granulation. You can see the soil, the roots down in the soil, and those little bitty roots, believe it or not, are create channels, porosity in the soil, so water and air can go down get in the ground. Earthworm holes are another good indicator. There's some crimson red clover that's starting to come, and some annual ryegrass, triploid annual ryegrass. And in this soil, we're really starting to get some good granulation occurring, where we can soil structure starting to be rebuilt. There's some buckwheat. That's a really good soil builder. It does a lot for phosphorus. It makes phosphorus available. Here's another radish that you can see that pushed itself out. Here we are looking at a freshly planted field that's was planted into rye, and we're doing some soil test here with Understanding Ag, and just looking at soil temperature and infiltration. Here's multi-species in between 60-inch corn. This is buckwheat. I think there was buckwheat, mung bean, guar bean, flax, phacelia, annual ryegrass, oats, and some other radishes. There's a radish, or actually a purple top turnip. And you can kind of see there's some earthworm holes. There's earthworms. So those are all good indicators that we look at.
There's quite a few earthworms playing around here. And it's granulating pretty quickly. It's got good, what I'd call angular blocking structure. You can still find some horizontal plates from previous compaction, but it breaks up pretty easily. Nice crumbly consistency.
actually outside of here, north here.
Flaty and horizontal the structure got developed versus being more vertical.
With no earthworms.
With no earthworm. No roots to speak of, there's some old ones.
You can definitely see a difference in the soil structure. There you heard agronomist Steve Dvorak talking about two different parts of the field. One part is interseeded, and the other part is kind of the headlands that had been saline, that's kind of been nothing done with it. But cover crops can improve your soil health and improve your aggregate stability, which can help your yields and profitability down